What's up guys, it's Josh from KeepItTechie, and today I wanted to do a quick video showing you guys the more and less command. Now, I was looking through a couple of the videos that I have on my channel, and I noticed that I talk about the more or less command. I actually use it during demonstrations, and I thought about it. I was like, hey, I haven't done a video showing people what these commands are and what they actually accomplish for whatever you're trying to do within the command line. And these applications are pretty simple. They're similar to the cat command, how you cat out a file, a text file or a configuration file, but the difference is it allows you to page through the actual text file. It'll start at the top and allow you to page through the text file all the way to the end of the text file, versus just spitting it all out like the cat command, and you typically have to scroll up in order to find whatever you're looking for. Well, both of these commands have a couple extra features to it as well, and not just paging the actual file down. And I want to go through and show you guys some of those features you may not know. So let's go on and hop over to the command line so I can walk you guys through how to use both the more and less command. So let's get started. Okay, so I have the terminal up, and let's go through and show you guys the more command first. And the first thing I like to do whenever I'm showing any command line utility, I always go to the man page. So let's do that first. Man, and then more, and this will open up the man page for the more command like we were stating, and it says more file perusal filter for CRT viewing. And synopsis, this is how you actually write the command out within the command line. You got more, then the option, and then the actual file name. And then it says more is a filter for paging through text one screen at a time. The version, or this version, is especially primitive. So it's kind of old, and it says users should realize that less provides more emulation plus extensive enhancements. So that's why I want to combine both of these commands into one video, because the more command actually came out, I guess, before less, and then less has a lot more features with the actual command that I'll show you guys later in the video. But here are the options for the more command. You can go through and look at these yourselves, but I'll go through and actually show you a couple of the ones that I think are important to actually show you. And they also have some commands when you actually open up the text file that allow you to play around with it or do different things within the text file after running the more command. So let's go on and quit the man page and go through and show you guys how to actually run it. And I'll start off by clearing the terminal by hitting Control L, and then I have a file, or I'm going to use the Pacman log file just to, you know, have something that actually has a lot of data in it. So let's go var log, and then pacman.log, and this is the Pacman log. So whenever I make updates to the system, this actual file updates. So it's a long log of all the updates on my system. So let's go down and press enter, and that'll show you how to use the more command. That's the basic function. And if we look down here on the left, you'll see it has the information on the command that we actually ran, which is more. That's the utility, and the percentage of where we are within the file. So right now we're at the top of the file. Now if we hit the space bar, it'll take us down a page, and if we keep hitting the space bar, it'll take us down a page. And one thing I wanted to show you guys, by hitting the space bar, you'll see the percentage change, and it'll update. It'll constantly update as you page through the file. So that's the basic explanation of how the more command actually works. Now let me go on and get through and show you guys some of the other features of more that most people don't typically talk about. But let me hit the Q key. That'll actually quit from more, and that's the same thing with less. In order to get out of it, you just hit Q, and that will quit the actual utility that you have open. Now, one of the options I wanted to show you guys is a way to actually limit the amount of lines that will be shown when you actually run the more command. And this option is needed if you're I don't know, you're using a smaller terminal window, or you want to use a smaller terminal window, or it's kind of hard for you to see a bunch of lines across your page. Well, you can limit them to a certain amount by just typing in dash whatever the number is. So let me go down and type it in right fast. I'm gonna hit the up arrow, that way we don't have to type the whole thing out. But right after the command, this is where you want to type that option. So I'm gonna just use 10, and that way it'll only show us 10 lines from the actual file, and it'll start at the top of the file and then go 10 lines each time you page down. So let's go down and press enter so I can show you guys that. And so let's press space. You can kind of see that it is showing you 10 lines per one, and it probably would be easier if I hit Control L. That kind of clears it a little bit, but if you press the space bar, and this will probably look better if, I don't know, let's say our terminal was a little bit smaller, then it'll, you know, page down and then scroll everything up. Now let's go on and quit. That allows you to limit the amount of lines that's shown, and you can change that number to whatever you want. So I hit Q, and that actually quit us out. Now let me show you something else with the more command. So there's another option out there, -D. This will display messages on the actual screen when you have it open. So -d and press enter. As you can see, I left it to where it prints out 10 lines per line or whatever, and then right here it actually shows you a little bit more information at the bottom. Before, when we ran the command, just showed more, the percentage. It basically gives you some information how to actually move forward. So paging down will continue, which we already know that, but this gives those options for you, and it displays them on the screen. And then also it tells you how to quit. So if you don't know how to quit or whatever, it gives you that information at the bottom. And that's basically just the information that it'll show when you do that. Now let me show you how to get into the actual commands once you have more running against the file. Now all you have to do is press H, and this will display the commands. This will display all the commands. You can read through this and get a understanding of how to actually just play around with it and mess with different commands. So that's pretty much all I wanted to show you for the more command. Let's go down and switch over to the less command right fast. I'm gonna hit Q to quit, and let's go down and clear the screen. Boom. And then let's clear the screen. And let's go down and show you the man page for less now. So let's type more. So let's type man and then less, and press enter. That'll bring it up. It says opposite of more. That's the kind of description or short description. Then you have your synopsis. This gives you information on how to actually run a command as well as the options. So it's pretty much the same way as running the more command, but it says less is a program similar to more, but which allows backwards moving in the file. And that's one cool feature about less, you know, that you get from this versus using more. You can move backwards in the actual file. With more, you're pretty much forced to continue moving forward, but with less you can actually go back. And then it says also less does not read the entire input file before starting. So with large input files, it starts up faster than text editors like VI. Less uses term cap or term info on some systems, so it can run on a variety of terminals. There is even limited support for hard copy terminals. And then let me skip right here. It says commands are based on both more and VI, which is super cool. So a lot of people that use VI and Vim as their text editors, then they do have commands that are based on both of those commands, the more and VI. And then commands may be preceded by a decimal number called a N in the description below. The number is used by some commands as indicated. So if you want more details on actually how to use this command, there is some information, you know, through the man page, just like any other manual, and this will give you some information on it. But let me go down and show you guys how I actually use less. and what has actually helped me by showing you the options that I'm working with. So let's go on and show you the base way of running less by running it against that same file. So I'm gonna type less, and then let's go var log, and then pacman, and press enter. And this is basically how less looks. So you can see the difference from more. Like, you know how more had the actual utility name here and then the percentage. With less, it doesn't show you that. It just gives you that you have this actual file open. It just gives you the name of the file that you have open and the location. And the same way to move is the spacebar. That'll page down. So that's still there, that page down, and you'll keep paging down. You know what I'm saying? And one cool thing about this, let me show you a couple of options that you can actually use, because I like using my up and down arrow, and that actually works a whole lot better. You can you know, just hit the down arrow, that'll go down one line, and then you get the up arrow, that'll go up one line. And then the thing that's like super cool, you can go back a page by typing B. So all you have to do is hit B, that'll go back a page, and that'll go up up a page within the file. And then so that's the way that you can move back, you know, versus moving forward. Like it said that it had that, you know, option that you don't see in more. You can go back a page, you know, by hitting B. And then spacebar, that'll go forward, you know, that'll go back forward. And let me hit it back again so you guys can kind of see. We're gonna look at this right here. Boom. So I'm gonna hit the spacebar, and then you'll see something about initialization machine ID. And just to show you, I'm gonna hit B again. That's gonna go back a page, and we should see that same, yep, that's that same application that we, you know, went back. So it does allow you to go back by just typing B, and then spacebar go forward, you know, with the initializing machine ID, whatever. Now there are some more options or more commands that I want to show you guys. You can actually move to the beginning of the file, versus, you know, like with more is kind of no way to go back all the way to the beginning of the file. But you could just type the lowercase g, and it'll go back to the top of the page. You know what I'm saying? And then also you can go to the end of the file by using the same key but capitalized. So the capital G, so all you have to do is hit Shift G, that'll take you to the end of the actual file, which is, you know, super cool. So let's say you're looking for something at the very bottom of the page. That's a way to actually do that. Now let me go down and quit so I can show you guys something else. This is another option. Let's say, and I like to show this option because I know it's a lot of programmers out there, and if you're learning Linux, then this is a cool way to actually look at some of your files. Let's say you just want to spit out your actual code to try to find a specific line that you're looking for within your code where an error is happening. Well, there is an option with less that allows you to display the line numbers. And I know that's very important for programmers, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times the error codes, it'll give off a specific line within the file, within the file that you're working with that has the programming language written in. Well, this will allow you to number the lines. So let's go down and type less, and then, and actually let's just press up, and let me go back up to the beginning. But all you have to do is type dash capital N, and let's say you want to, you know, always run where it shows the numbers. Then you can create an alias in your bash RC, and that'll allow you to run less with dash capital N in it. So every file that you open up, it'll always have the numbers there. So let's go down and press enter, and that'll show you that it numbers every line. So let's go through it a little bit so you guys can see, you know, it's numbering each line within the actual file. So that's super cool that you can actually do that. Now let me show you guys this while I have the same file open. Let's say we want to search for something specifically. You can search by patterns once you have a file open. So if you hit the /, that'll basically open it up for you to search for something within the file. So the / and then type in whatever you want to. So I'm gonna type in FTP because I see FTP on there. I know it's probably a whole bunch of FTP lines in there. or aligns with FTP. I just wanted to show you guys how to search for them. So let's press enter there and it'll search. And then one cool thing about it, it will actually highlight it. And then the way you continue searching, let's say that's not the line you're looking for, well, you just type another / and press enter, and that'll search for another one. And it looks like that may be the only one, so press enter. Yeah, that's the only one. So let me search for something else. Let's go system D or whatever, just to look for that. Press enter, and as you can see, everyone that it pulls up, it highlights. But this is just one page. So let's say we want to continue searching. It's not one of those lines, so you just put that / in there again, press enter, it'll go down to the next one. So, and if you keep doing that, it'll keep searching and showing you all the different ones that are on or that have that pattern that you're searching for. Now let me go down and quit now, but that's all you have to do is press Q and that'll quit out. You get to go. Let me go down and clear, because there's one last thing I wanted to show you guys. I actually want to show you guys, I use a command called tails when I'm like monitoring files, like I'm monitoring log files. Like a lot of times when I'm monitoring, let's say like DNS or something, just to see what queries are coming through, and that's only on my home network, you know what I'm saying? I'll monitor certain log files just to see what's actually going on my system if I'm troubleshooting something. Well, there is a way to do that using less, and most people don't talk about it. I ain't actually seen anybody on YouTube actually talk about this option. But instead of using tails, then you can use less, because it has that option built into it. And let me go down and type it in right fast, and then I'll invoke some changes to the actual Pacman file. That way we can actually see something happen or see that it's monitoring. But the option is +F. And then let's type in that var log and then pacman.log and press enter. As you can see, it's at the bottom of the file and it's waiting for data. That's the options right there. So let me invoke some changes, that way you guys can actually see something. I'm gonna actually just run the update command, the pacman-SYU, press enter, and let me type in my passwords, and then we should see changes. We should see updates. Yeah, you'll see that it's coming through, and with Orch you get daily updates, so I knew it was gonna have some updates in there. So let's go down and run those updates so you guys can actually see it making some changes to the system. And this is all the Pacman logs, but this option will allow you to monitor files, monitor log files, whatever. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hopefully someone got something out of this video. This will help them just get a little bit more comfortable with the command line, because it's a lot of cool features and utilities out there within the Linux command line that can help you, you know, with understanding how to actually use it and get better with it. So play around with the more command and less command. They both serve their purpose, even though less has a little bit more features, but they both serve their purpose. And I recommend you guys check it out. Check out the man page and just play around with some test files or whatever, just to get familiar with actually using it, because they are both great utilities. So hope you guys have a good day and keep it techie.